Hey, my name is Guillermo Calvillo, and I'm here with
Jared Soto.
And we are a Horrifying Endeavour. And today we are reviewing the movie we saw last Thursday.
I don't remember when it was, but it was fairly recent.
Yes, and it is called Mandy. I don't know why I whispered that.
Me either.
Are you okay?
I had to process that a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so we saw Mandy, which is directed by who, Jared?
Mr. Details. Yeah, you didn't tell me you were gonna pull that up, sir. So
okay, well, it's starring Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, everyone knows him.
Directed
memes and stuff. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you're good. Nicolas Cage, which you either love him or you hate him, or you just appreciate him. And it's directed by a guy who Jared should have had a while ago. But
it is directed. Sorry, my bad. That's an interesting name. I'm probably going to say Panos Cosmatos. Wow,
yeah.
Sounds like tomatoes.
That guy. I think he directed music videos or short films or something. He's directed 2 films. Beyond the Black Rainbow.
Never heard of it.
I don't know why I talked outside the mic. But anyways.
Never.
So it's basically like his first feature for the most part, besides the other movie which you haven't seen. It was we went to go see it on a whim.
Yeah, it was random.
It just showed up on the Alamo Drafthouse app, and we're like, all right, let's go. We had seen the trailers for it.
The trailers look pretty extreme, so I was like, why not, Memo? Let's go watch this interesting take on Nicolas Cage's crazy character.
Yeah, and the movie's about these 2 people who live in the woods, and they get attacked by a satanic cult a la Charles Manson.
Basically,
Charles Manson is the best way to put it.
Basically, what it is, they're like, it's a cult.
It's a cult, yeah. That's what the movie's about. Now, that's the plot of the movie. Is the movie about the plot? No.
Let's just say it's a typical revenge film.
No, it is not a typical revenge film.
Okay, it's a revenge film. Not typical, but let's say it does have to do with revenge.
The plot is typical. The movie is nothing. It's not typical at all.
Okay, I'm talking about just like the genre it could be placed under.
The plot is typical.
Yes.
It's a very simple plot.
Simple as hell.
Drawn out and completely stylized by these beautiful landscape shots. Yes. So what did you think? Let's go.
Overall, man, I was intrigued. It is definitely interesting. One of perhaps the most stylistic films I've seen. So I think it does a great job visually. Nicolas Cage does a pretty good job as well. He really
Nicolas Cage was fantastic.
Yeah, no, he did really good. And a lot of people don't really like his acting. Would you be surprised about his acting?
I love Nicolas Cage.
I don't mind him. His acting has been.
It just depends on what he's in.
Exactly.
So you have Face Off and Raising Arizona, Nicolas Cage, and then you have the
Wicker Man. Oh man, jeez.
Can you imagine if he was the Witcher? That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god. Anyways, going back to the film, it's interesting.
You remind me of Nicolas Cage in a lot of ways.
Thank you, Memo. I don't know how to take that. I'm gonna take it as a compliment, though. Thank you, though. I love you.
Anyways, so did you like the movie? Let's just start off there.
Let's say I didn't love it and I didn't hate it.
I did not like the movie.
I'm gonna be placed in between on the lower end.
I'm just gonna say straight. I did not like this movie. I appreciated the movie.
Yeah.
I guess for what it was trying to do. It was boring.
It dragged a lot.
And this is an issue. This is just an opinion thing for me, because I don't have. The movie, I know it's not a bad movie, and I understand that. But it's just, I just do not like visuals for visuals' sake.
Yeah, and you can tell that's what this movie was trying to do. They're trying to compensate for some. I don't know. That's what it felt like to me, at least, because the visuals were great to me.
The director directed the crap out of this movie. Every single thing in this movie is director choice. There's no studio pushing him to do anything. But a part of me is maybe you should have had a studio pushing you.
Yeah, because
maybe your producer could have realmed in your pretentiousness a little bit.
I don't know about you, but I feel like they overdid it a bit.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's one thing I'll say.
I've heard people call it a metal. If you want to describe movies as music, this would be in the genre of metal.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I guess.
And the music also plays a part of the metal as well.
Yeah, well, they have a lot of metal music. Mm-hmm. But basically what you have is these So you have the shot of them in bed, and it's like it's super color graded, it's specific color hue. If I'm using the wrong vernacular, sue me. And and behind that they have like the hard metal, like vroom.
Totally takes it out of like the visual for some reason, for me at least, because I mean it doesn't really match.
And they stay on this shot for like the longest time. And I've said this before, I do not have an issue with slow movies. I love slow movies, but I love slow movies that actually like make you care. Again, I didn't care. And then so it spends the first half trying to be some art house movie. It is art house movie.
Definitely an art house film,
But being this like what you would consider an art house movie, and then you're just kind of there like, okay, but when are we actually going to do something? Like, I get it. You can make a beautiful shot with beautiful sounds. Cool. Now show me something that I'm actually interested in. And finally, when stuff does happen near the end, it was disappointing at best for me. I mean, some things were cool. There was the big chainsaw that was a little funny.
You know, I was really disappointed in that scene because like I thought it was going to go somewhere else, and I was wrong, and so I was sad. But I mean, it was a letdown. On
this movie's a mess. Like, it really is.
It's everywhere. What's those?
Some people might actually like that.
What those paintings that you know?
Avant-garde?
Is that what they're called?
No, not avant-garde.
You know what I'm talking about? Where just like they throw paint everywhere and they think it's art, kind of thing.
People are yelling at us at the comments.
I'm sorry, guys. I mean, that's kind of what this movie is kind of that. It's everywhere. It's it just does a lot of stuff, and it's kind of hard to keep up.
Very great way of putting it.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But that's my. I don't know. Whenever it actually got going, which is near the end, there was like these moments where he goes after the killers, and I was kind of expecting like an Evil Dead 2 kind of a fun fest. I was like, okay, this is it. We're gonna have fun. All that boring art house shit was for a reason. Now let's go get it, Nicolas Cage. And it's like, oh, now he's fighting a guy. Oh, that's done.
Yeah, that was quick.
All right, now there's this weird guy with this lion. Oh, okay, that's done too.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Then it
just throws a lot of things at you that it doesn't really work for the most part. I think
it was just whatever to me.
The violence was definitely there.
See, I don't even really remember that.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't thought about this movie since.
I remember, very little. But the violence was pretty cool. I mean, that's one thing I enjoyed.
There was that one scene. Nicolas Cage acts his ass off in this movie. And that's the best. Nicolas Cage is the movie.
He does a great job.
Granted, people are going to give the director a lot of things. Specifically, if they like the movie, they're going to be like, okay, this is a director powerhouse kind of a movie. But Nicolas Cage was the show for me. He has this one bathroom scene that he is fantastic
in. Oh, my God.
And
I wanted to cry watching that scene.
This is something I actually give the director. He knew how to direct Nicolas Cage. He put him in this scene and he let him be Nicolas Cage. You know what I was thinking during the movie? What? I was like, if Tommy Wiseau had a little bit more talent, he'd be Nicolas Cage.
Okay. I mean,
yeah. If Tommy Wiseau was born in the U.S., had a little bit more talent, he'd be Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
That bathroom scene is Tommy Wiseau with a little bit more talent, trying his best to be what sad and depressed is.
But
it's so over the top that it works.
But it worked. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and I was in the scene. Like, I felt I was in the restroom with Nicolas Cage, but not in. That came out really weird.
You were in the restroom with Nicolas Cage. We all know what you fantasize about.
Oh, no.
It
was a great scene. Let's just put it that way.
It was his favorite scene, right?
It was my favorite scene. I could watch it all day,
for more than a couple
all night.
Movie reasons.
I think it was all movie reason.
Yeah. All right. So you have anything else to say about the movie?
I mean, it was,
all the other characters were okay.
They didn't
we
really
had Sean Penn lookalike playing Charles Manson. That's probably bad. It's an asshole
they really didn't have they didn't have much of a backstory. I mean, it was a simple backstory.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was nothing special. They did a good job, though.
I mean, I knew that it came from Charles Manson. Like, you have this crazy cult leader who has all these people doing stuff for him, and he's trying to be an artist.
And yeah, he's.
I don't know. I just thought the movie was whatever. I didn't really like it that much.
Other than Nicolas Cage, and that's pretty much it for the rest of the film.
I feel like some people might like force themselves to like this movie more than they actually should. I think it's one of those movies that most people aren't going to be able to place, and so they're going to feel like, oh, since I can't place it, therefore I like it. I'm pretty sure it's good.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
All right, Memo. So to end this off, what do you rate this film?
Give it a C-.
Okay. Yeah, I give it a C as well.
What did we give The Nun? Oh, I gave it an F.
Oh, we could both give it an F.
I just hope.
Yeah, it was great. No, like I said, it wasn't terrible. I just didn't personally like it as much as I thought it was, and I thought it was okay in most parts. So yeah, that's why I give it a C. What did you like about this movie?
Oh, well, I mean, the shots are beautiful. The music is great for me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it all works well. Like, it's all really, I don't know what the right word I'm trying to
It just wasn't interesting to you?
Like, it's all made perfectly. Like, I know he has a lot of talent, but the movie just did nothing for me.
Yeah.
And that's my issue. So even the bathroom scene, I know, like, Nicolas Cage is probably the best part of that scene, but the way he uses colors, the way he used the wallpaper and the color scheme he used in that specific restroom, that elevated Nicolas Cage's over-the-top performance to this beautiful, amazing moment.
Yeah, you're right.
And so I really appreciate that. I just do not like visually drawn-out movies.
Especially when they really push it, though. Like, they were, oh, man, it's right in your face. Yeah. Like, it's hardcore.
So that was my thing. But, I mean, that's what I liked about the movie. Nicolas Cage was Nicolas Cage. I love Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Great job on them.
Yeah, if he's watching this, you are a more talented Tommy Wiseau.
Man, let's hope he's watching this.
Yeah. All right. So, did you give it a rating?
Yes, I said a C.
Oh, cool. I did. I was totally paying attention. All right. Well, all right. So that concludes this one. Make sure you, so what's the word? Subscribe, like the video, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook.
All that fun stuff.
Like us on Facebook.
We got some
SoundCloud.
Some
Andy and Gabriel are coming out with a music podcast as well.
Yeah, we're trying to release a lot of content.
Yeah, Adrian and Joey and I think Danny are working on a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
And then we're also trying to push out a couple short films. We're working on those right now.
Should be good.
We're constantly trying to keep this working while keeping a job in school.
We've been busy.
It's been really fun though. So we hope you tag along for this. Also to the last, we released your short film too, Life. If you haven't seen that, check that out. Definitely check that out. If you need some positivity in your life, check it out. Me and Jared have very differing opinions on positivity.
Let's make the world go around with smiles and unicorns and rainbows.
He worked
please.
hard on this movie.
It took me a while to come out with it. It's been it was made like a year ago, basically, and I just released it. But anyways, I'm trying to be positive with you, Jared. I'm sorry.
So go watch it. And then put in the comment what you think about it. To whoever put what was the comment about the
roller coaster?
The roller coaster.
That was that made my day. That was awesome.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I love that. Keep on commenting, please. That was amazing.
It does good things to us.
You're killing Jared inside, but I love it.
I'm burning.
Yeah. All right. We're Horrifying Endeavour. Thank you for watching. We'll be back soon with more stuff. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.